Most of us have been working in groups and teams since before we can remember. We start with youth sports teams and work in groups in college and the workplace. Given the prevalence of groups in society, it might come as little surprise that considerable research has been conducted on the topic of managing groups and teams. Groups are prevalent in organizations, and many companies actually encourage their employees to find interest groups within the company. For example, Google calls older employees Greyglers, folks that sing together Gleeglers, and those who ski together Snowglers. So groups can be of both formal groups, such as managers and their subordinates, or those of a more informal nature, such as the optional groups encouraged by Google. The study of groups has led us to understand various stages associated with group development. In the College of Business, we encourage numerous group projects based on feedback from businesses and community leaders concerning the importance of learning how to work in groups effectively before entering the workforce. So if you're placed in a group by your professor, please know it's not based on a desire to punish or frustrate you. Instead, the goal is to help you build the valuable skill of managing the group development process. Groups begin in the forming stage, work through issues in the storming stage, get down to understanding the nature of accomplishing group work in the norm stage, and then complete their task in the perform stage. In some cases, such as most student groups, the group disbands in the adjourning stage. Understanding various stages is important, as groups tend to have different interpersonal dynamics based on their stage of group development. While there is a lot of knowledge to be gained by understanding the stages of group development, the punctuated equilibrium model suggests that instead of following predictable stages, many groups change through rapid and often radical spurts instead of following a predictable process of development over time. So while you might have a group in a class that is formed at the beginning of the semester, you might find the real breakthroughs in your progress come later in the semester. For example, the night before a paper is due in some cases. While groups can be beneficial for executing a number of tasks more efficiently, there are a number of challenges associated with groups. For example, groupthink occurs when individuals relax their efforts and judgment based on group dynamics that result in poor decisions. Social loafing occurs when individuals put in less effort when they work in a group. This phenomenon was first discovered by Max Ringelmann, who found that individuals exerted less effort when playing tug-of-war as the number of individuals on the team increased. Encouraging good behaviors while discouraging bad ones helps a group of people become a cohesive coalition working in tandem to reach mutual goals that we call a team. Team interdependence refers to the degree to which team members interact with each other to be more effective. For example, a baseball team relays the ball in a fairly predictable manner, whereas basketball players must always be ready to have the ball passed back to them in a sequence of a play. Football players rely on each individual knowing their role, so these different teams each rely on a unique type of interdependence. If managed well, they can achieve remarkable goals, such as the record 47-game win streak the OU football program created during Coach Bud Wilkinson's time as coach. We'll also explore how to most effectively organize teams. Important factors to consider include team size, diversity, and the types of individuals selected to be part of the team. We'll also explore how to most effectively conduct team meetings and explore common barriers to team effectiveness. For example, developing a team contract where everyone knows what is expected of them in advance can often help make teams more effective, while preventing one team member from dominating will improve overall group effectiveness. We conclude with some tips to help you maximize your experiences as a member of a team. Many of these ideas, such as giving frequent praise and treating everyone with respect, are good management principles in general, but they become even more important when the dynamics of the team context come into play.